I want to talk about you guys' relentless pursuit on defense. It seems like when you guys get beat, you guys will never give up on the play. I've seen a couple plays where the whole series where you guys are knocking the ball away from behind, not just yourself, but a lot of you guys. You talk about you guys' ability to stay within it, even though your guys might get beat, and what it means to continue to pursue the ball.
Yeah, that's just in our game plan. Just don't give up on the play, and just pursue from behind, just because a lot of them are trying to go to score and they're not worried about what's going on behind them. So just keep pursuing and try to deflect.
Terence, you guys like looking at the game the other day. Like they're letting a lot go. I think you look at the box with 48 fouls called. Does it feel like it's a pretty physical game to go out like that? How does that game feel?
Yeah, it definitely feels real physical compared to the regular season, which is cool. I would say it's a dramatic difference compared to the regular season, which is, it's a little weird. I don't know why they don't call it like that in the regular season too, but I like it.
How do you adjust to it? How are you adjusted to the more physicality? Do you test it a little bit to see what they're calling, or you have an idea?
Just testing from the jump. Just I try to start off being real physical and then go from there.
Time mentioned it. Got on you guys to just stay out the officials, kind of just play your game, I guess. How does that work? Like, did you feel like you guys were doing too much of that in Game 3, Game 2? Like, how did that kind of feel?
Yeah, I feel like we went into the series with that mentality. Game 1, we did a great job, and then we had a little slippers in the next 2 games, and you've seen the result of that. So, we locked in for that Game 4, and yeah.
Are you guys able to play at a different pace without Kawhi? Because PG and James now, with Kawhi not playing, you have a good two-man thing going on.
Yeah, I think it's just a different look. You don't have another superstar out there, so it's just a different look, a whole different team. We're running different things, so it's just 2 different things.
What do you mean when you say we had a little slippage?
I meant with the refs, like just complaining, worrying about fouls, not being as physical as we wanted to be, because we were letting the fouls and stuff get to our head.
So now you have to just put all of those outside things aside and just concentrate on what you should be doing.
100%, just playing through the contact. They call it, they don't. Just keep going, because it's the playoffs and you can't. Every possession matters. We were up damn near 30 and they came back. You know what I'm saying? So every possession matters when it's the playoffs.
Terence, a lot of people have focused on James' performances in the playoffs in the past, but he's obviously having a great series. What have you seen of how he's able to adjust? Like he was saying, if Kawhi's there, now I can be more playmaker. If there's no Kawhi, I got to score more. And even in this last game, he started hitting more floaters. He was kind of doing it all. Yeah,
it's amazing what he's doing. It's amazing what James is doing. His role isn't easy, especially coming in, late to a team who's, we kind of been, the core of us been together for years now, and just for him to come in and gel and figure it out on the fly, guys in and out, he's changing his type of play every night. I think it's amazing what he's doing, so shout out to him.
How much are you guys encouraging him to be more aggressive offensively and look for his own?
All the time, but he knows what he has to do.
What's your take on the importance of a Game 5 in a series like this that's tied up?
It's super important. It's a tie series. To have that advantage, take the lead is everything.
Terence, you and Amir came to this organization together. Spent 5 or 6 years here now. Now you're starting playoff games together. What have you seen out of him specifically in terms of his growth from when you guys first came to the team together to now?
I think just his patience. His patience is the biggest thing. A lot of guys in his position, they get uncomfortable with having to wait, and they either just stop going to the gym or just start worrying about other things, letting the outside noise get into the ear. And he never did that. He stayed locked in, stayed patient throughout the whole way. And I think it was his 3rd year. He had a great year, and then the next year he wasn't able to play that much, and a lot of guys would let that get to them. But he stuck through it. He trusted coaching staff, he trusted the front office, and now, look at us now. So it's pretty cool.
How much different is a 0-0 series from a 2-2 series mentally?
Big difference, because you're 2 losses closer to being eliminated. So, 0-0, you got 4 to go. 2-2, you don't have that much, leeway.
Or 2 away from going to the next round.
Yeah, so I look at it the other way, just to stay hungry.
Terence, 7 out of your 9 buckets in the series in the threes, making half of those. At some point, you would think that they're going to start crashing, they're going to make you score inside the arc. Like, how do you feel like looking at your performance?
No way they make me score in a paint. That's too easy for me. So they're probably gonna keep giving me threes, and I'm cool with that too. It's whatever. But no way they do that. That's not happening. I don't see that happening.
And Terrence, when you guys surrendered the lead late in the fourth, can you talk about what big of a difference was it for you guys to get that done on the road as opposed to being at home? You know, you're at home,
Yeah.
you can galvanize with the fans, but for you guys to get it done in Dallas after giving up the lead, you guys to take it back and finish it. You talk about the character of the team, being able to do that.
I mean, it shows heart, it shows grit, it shows what we're about. I mean, that's tough. Like, being on the road, being up that much, giving up the lead. They take the lead and then still coming out with the win in the playoffs in Dallas is like almost unheard of. So, shout out to these guys, man. They're great. The leaders, James, PG, they did a great job. Russ, you know, even PJ on the bench. Just all the older guys just gave a lot of wisdom throughout the whole game. Made sure everybody was locked in no matter what, and it was dope to see. It was great to be a part of.
Sorry, T-Man. What was that wisdom that they gave?
Just, you know, they came back. You know, some of the young guys kind of getting quiet, hanging their heads, not cheering anymore, and you know, those guys just were vocal about it. Like, you know, this happens. They're gonna make shots. They got Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? One of the best scorers of all time. So, you know, stay locked in, stick with it, and you know, James and PG took over, did what they had to do.
Was that James and Paul saying that?
James, Paul, PJ, Russ, you know, all those guys.
Thanks, James.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Let's get ready for Hoop Jab.